right, guys, we have a Zoom going here as well, but we're going to take questions in person first, and I'll let Coach start with an opening statement.
You know, great college environment, the respect I have for Penn State, and the job Coach Shrewsbury is doing here is amazing. The crowd was into it. It was a great game. They got us early, and we just kind of hung in there. Proud of our guys, but they're excellent, and it's just typical, Big Ten basketball, and just lucky to come out with a W here.
Go ahead, Brian.
Steve, you're down 19 points with 17 minutes to go. What does your team show you?
Yeah, again, our bench was terrific. Derek came in and certainly didn't play like a freshman, got us going. We hung around. I like this team a lot. They've been great all year. We fought through foul trouble. He was in foul trouble. Paul was in foul trouble. We weren't making shots. I thought we were getting some decent looks. We just stayed the course, and I'm real proud of our guys, and our defense kind of carried us down the stretch, but then we made some timely plays too, and so we're able to come back from a lot on the road is a good sign.
Go ahead, Alex. Sure. Thank you.
Two quick questions, one for Coach and one for Derek. Coach, I'll start with you. Derek comes in here, great game he played. What does it show about the role he has on this team?
Well, he's playing more and more minutes now that Mawat has gone down, and, he's practicing better. He's playing better, and he's confident. He was very confident today, and he got it going. We needed, all of his points. He and Oscar and Wolf gave us great minutes off the bench, so our bench was excellent, and defensively too. So it's a really good offensive basketball team. You have to guard some really good players, but it's a good sign for Derek moving forward. We need him to be that kind of a player.
And a quick question for Derek. 16 points, you're coming in a big way. You keep the energy going for the squad. How does it show that this has been a breakout game for you and that you can do this consistently for this team going forward?
Big shout out to Cliff, Antoine for sending me nice screens, for getting me open and stuff like that. But really just the guys, man. We stayed together. We stayed the course. We didn't have those blank looks on our face the whole game. We stuck together, and we pulled it out. So I'm thankful for my guys.
One right there.
Coach, Oscar Palmquist hit 2 threes tonight, and he's been getting a lot more playing time with first injury to Mawat and then Caleb's injury. Can you talk about how impactful Oscar's been these last few weeks?
Talk about a guy who's just stayed ready and stayed the course. He's really given us some real fiber off the bench. We had to change our rotation, and we were getting great minutes off Andre Hyatt off the bench. And now we needed new bench production as we bumped Andre to the starting position. So Oscar has been tremendous, and real proud of him. It's not easy when you're not playing a lot, and you got to keep fighting through things. He's done that, and he's given us terrific minutes. He's poised out there, so we need him to continue that. He's a big help for us.
Right here.
Steve, in the second half, you held Steve Pikiell, one of the best scorers as of late, to 0 points. What second half adjustments do you make to make him pretty much useless?
Well, he's terrific, and he's been playing so well. We tried to give him different looks. Caleb got in foul trouble too, guarding him. Paul Mulcahy had him and got in foul trouble, so he causes a lot of matchup problems. We just tried to give him some different looks and keep him off guard. You have to do that to a player who's in a great rhythm like that, and we were fortunate. In the second half, he wasn't. He didn't get it going.
Right there.
Steve, it seemed like there may have been some sort of contention after the game. Can you take us through anything that what was being said there, or because we couldn't hear it, but it looked like there was.
I don't know. I was the first guy through and stuff like that. I just know, it was real loud in there, and the students made it real hard for us and stuff. So I don't know. I was in the front of the line, but those handshake lines sometimes are a little testy.
Brian.
Steve, following up on Derek, it seemed like the offense just opened up more while he was in there as it drives to the basketball. So what different dimension does he add to your guys?
Yeah, again, he had it going today, and I think we've been a really good team of finding who's hot. And, we had Cam Spencer against Wisconsin, and we got him involved. Today was his day. Some days it's Cliff's day. Some days it's Caleb's. Andre Hyatt had his, day against Penn State the first time. So I think that's how we kind of try to attack this thing. But he certainly was ready, and I liked his approach today, the swagger he had, and going downhill and making some real big plays for us.
Anybody else here? In the back there. Go ahead. Yep.
Thanks. Okay, Steve, obviously everyone is very urgent this time of year where we are. How do you kind of plug into that, and just how did you get these guys to feel that urgency when you kind of look like?
I mean, they've been there before. I mean, Caleb, Paul, it's always that way in this league. It's the best league in the country, as you guys can see, from top to bottom, the competitiveness and how good everyone is. And then we're adding 2 more schools next year, UCLA and USC. So it's a grind. It really is. And this was, we're getting ready to play 6 out of our 8 games in this stretch all on the road. So it's as tough a stretch as I've had as a head coach here in this league when you're playing that many road games. And so you got to stay healthy. We haven't been good at that this year. But you got to fight through the grind of the season and the grind of the great coaches and the great players on the other side.
Alex, last one.
Yeah,
Alex?
one more. Coach, you look at this team post Mawat Mag with the injury, and now, you see this team winning a big game like this. What does it show, by the way, this team, how this team can win big games without one of their best defenders?
Yeah, I mean, we've done it before all year long. He missed a bunch of games. Paul missed a bunch of games. Mawat out for the season now. He missed the Wisconsin game. So we've had to fight through all year long. So that's what you have to do. And it's a long season, and a lot of things go into it.
All right, we're going to take a few on Zoom here. Go ahead, Jerry.
I got a question for Caleb. Caleb, this is the program's biggest comeback in a game since 1996. 27 years. What does it say about this group to be able to come back from 20 down in a hostile environment?
It just shows this team is tough. I feel like when we stick together, we can come over and we can figure out anything, especially something like this. And I feel like that's what we did. We had players stepping up, Derek, Oscar, Antoine, our bench. We just made the little plays, and we just stuck together throughout the whole game, and we were able to make it happen.
How was your back feeling?
My back was feeling good, man. I was feeling good, and I was able to play.
I want to ask you one more about Derek Simpson. What's it like to watch a freshman come of age like this and show the guts he shows in these big spots?
Well, man, I didn't even know Derek was a freshman tonight, but Derek was awesome tonight, man. We got him going. We found a hot hand, and it just happened to be Derek. Derek got downhill and just created plays, and he just made it happen as well. So that's something that Derek has been doing all season, and it was just a matter of time.
Aaron Brightman.
Hey, a question for Caleb. You've been down this road before, year after year. You're the elder statesman of this program. What is it about the mentality of the program as a whole, but also what this team has embraced with that mentality and able to back against the wall, get the win like you did today?
I mean, that's our culture. When our back is against the wall, we stick together, we show grit, we grind, and that's why we're able to do things like this, And so that's kind of what we've been preaching all year: stay together, stay together, stay together. And when we do us, we get us results. So, and that's what we showed tonight.
Adam Zelanka.
Thanks. Question for Steve. Steve, congratulations on the win. You talked a little bit earlier about Oscar and Andre. Andre got the start today. Is it going to be matchup dependent at this position going forward, or how do you see that coming out?
I mean, we need everybody. So we love Andre. Again, today we needed everybody to check in the game, foul trouble, everything. So Andre's been really good for us. And we can move Oscar around to a lot of different positions, too. So they're very versatile guys. And, again, we need everybody on the roster. The next game could be Dean Reber's game. It could be, someone else. So, we need everyone, and we always utilize our entire roster at some point in time during the year.
Last one from Jerry.
Steve, what is the value of having experienced guys like Caleb when you're in a spot like this late in the season?
Yeah, I mean, these guys, Caleb, Paul, Cliff, these guys are winners. And, they've been through this. They know the rigors of this league. I don't think people really realize how hard it is. And, traveling and doing the things that these guys have to do on a daily basis. And, you know, you can't play well every night, even though that's what's expected. But they continue to fight through it. They had a great, you know, practice and prep, and you got great senior leadership, and these guys have, you know, been through a lot. I trust them. You know, Caleb's always willing to play the best player on the team. He embraces that role. Very few guys do that. And that's, you know, what makes him special. But they work. He's been in the training room for about the last 48 hours. So, you know, and to do what he did tonight with the back that he has right now is just really amazing.
Sorry, guys, we're going to have to wrap it here. We appreciate it, guys.
Okay, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Thank you, guys.